So let's make the perfect sweet tea with a special ingredient in it, okay? This is what you need. You need 6 tea bags. Go ahead and put those in your large container, okay? This is going to be 8 cups at the end of the day. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tea bags. 2 cups of water. Water is important in this, in that you want to use filtered water or distilled water. Okay, it just turns out better. Okay, your tea is going to be crisp and perfect. Let's go ahead and put this is 2 cups of water because we're going to make sweet tea. In that, let's get our fire going. 3/4 cup of sugar. I know, we're making a simple syrup on this. So yeah, it's a lot of sugar. If you don't want sweet tea, just leave the sugar out. You do it exactly the same way, okay? So we're going to bring this up to a boil and let this turn into just a simple syrup, okay? Now we want to heat up our water for the tea bags, okay? Another 2 cups, okay? So this is half of our water. Let's put this in our kettle. If you have a kettle like this, this is great because the water heats up very quickly in a kettle like this. You can just put it right beside the stove. So we'll heat that up. It just takes a couple of minutes to heat up right there. Okay. Then you want 4 cups of water. And then we have our secret ingredient. Okay. So this is going to be the very end when we put water in to fill it up to make it 8 full cups. This is a pinch or around 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda. So we're just going to put it right in with our regular tea bags. Now when it comes to tea, I think there's different trains of thought. When you're making iced tea, because you're making a lot of it, I usually just use regular store-bought tea bags. I have a sister who loves tea all the time. She drinks a lot of hot tea. She uses loose leaf tea. She uses the really expensive teas. And I think those are great for hot teas. But when you're making iced tea, I think you can just go with your store-bought brand, and it makes it very simple. It makes it very easy. And then you have it, there's no picking on it. You can also just use, just your regular black tea. Okay, so this is coming up right here, and the sugar is starting to dissolve. You don't even have to bring this one to a boil, the one on the stove. All you really need to do is melt that sugar. You're making that simple syrup in there, and that will be the very last thing that we pour into this. Let's talk about ice for a minute. If you really want a nice, clear iced tea, make your own ice cubes. Okay, make your own ice cubes with your distilled water, your filtered water, something like that. You can use spring water. Spring water is just not something that I like very much, so I rarely ever use spring water in anything just because it's not something that I really like the taste of very much. Okay, so this kettle's already coming up to a boil. This is 2 cups in the kettle. It's just about ready to come up here, and I hear it starting to boil. So, and we're going to pour this right in our 6 tea bags. One of the nice things about these kettles is they work very quickly. The stovetop, then you've got to clean your dish. Okay, there it's clicked. So, okay, you ready? So here we go. Okay, this is 6 tea bags, that pinch of baking soda in it. And we're just going to do 2 cups, just like this, okay? And we're going to let that steep for just a couple of minutes. Really, no more than 5 minutes you want this to steep, okay? And what we're doing right now is just really making this as quickly and as dark as we can. We really want that concentrate in there to really come in there strong, right? Oh, yes. So, I don't know if you've ever made sun tea. Some people like to make sun tea. I just make it right here on the stovetop because it's just as quick for me. And sun tea takes a few hours to do it. But if you make, let's go back to those ice cubes for just a moment. If you make your own ice cubes, you're going to get very clear ice, and then when it melts in your tea, then your waters don't mix. If you use your regular tea out of the machine, out of your refrigerator, you get water that, it might be filtered, but it's still a different kind of water. Okay, so my simple syrup is ready. The sugar has dissolved in there, so we're going to pour that in here in just a moment. As soon as we get our tea steeping, you can just see how dark this is getting right here, right? See how nice and dark that is? That's what you really want, okay? And so the thing is, you can set this on a timer, maybe 3-4 minutes, no more than 5 minutes. More than 5 minutes and you begin to kind of get a little bit of bitterness, I think, in there. So somewhere in your 3 to 4 minute range is really where you want to make this tea, and that's when you want to start adding in your other ingredients. What's really nice about doing this is if you go ahead and measure it all out, then you really have your numbers in there. So this is 8 cups total. Okay, so it's 2 cups that we boiled water, 6 tea bags, a half or an eighth of a teaspoon of baking soda, just a pinch really is all it is. Then we took another 2 cups and a 3/4 cup of sugar. So 2 cups of water, 3/4 cups of sugar. This makes it pretty sweet, okay? So know that. Leave it out if you don't want it. So let's go ahead and pour this in now, okay? Oh yeah, now it's looking really nice. And ready for our final hit here. Okay, 4 more cups of water. There we go. So there's your 8. All right, so we can go ahead and take our tea bags out now. Yeah, that's really nice. Really good, really nice. See how quickly it comes together. One more tea bag here. There we go. All right, I've already got my ice ready to go. You can put some lemon in this if you like. Look at this tea. Look how clear it is. See how nice that is? It's just right sweet. If you like it a little sweeter, you can do an entire cup of sugar. 3/4 cup is really a nice amount. It's sweet in there. And then if you don't want the sugar at all, you can just leave it out. Cheers. Have a great summer.